One of the founders, I think it was Patrick Henry, said, "Guard with jealous attention the public liberty, not the public safety. Suspect anyone who comes near that precious jewel. Nothing will preserve it but downright force. And when you give up that force, you are utterly ruined." Here's an example where somebody properly applied defensive force to protect himself and his house and his family. The person he was defending his liberty against happened to be somebody who took an oath one day to protect, defend, and uphold that liberty.
This is an example of a guy in Texas that is not facing charges for shooting a Texas state trooper through his door. This is an example of why you need a dash cam, front facing and rear facing, and you always want to record the police. Thank goodness they had a home security system that had a surveillance camera on the front of it, because check this out. It does sound like the police officer was engaged in initiating a road rage incident.
And in two vehicles, two trucks came flying by us. In two vehicles, two trucks came flying by us at a high rate of speed.
Russell King was heading home from getting food with his wife Myra when he says he saw two pickups that appeared to be racing behind them. One exited the highway, the other ended up right in front of them.
And I visibly see him look in his mirror, shake his head like this, and that's when he brake checked me.
Brake checked, slammed on his brakes with King right behind.
I wish I got that on video.
Deliberate.
He says he thought it was road rage, and the other driver started to chase him, even onto this.
Guys, literally recording something with the dash cam rear or front facing would literally save your life. Could keep you out of prison.
Walmart parking lot.
And that's where I saw him giving me the finger.
Concerned for his safety, King says he tried to speed away back into traffic, but the other driver kept coming.
And he was pushing a car over, and he was going into oncoming traffic and made a bus swerve.
King says he did notice some flashing lights in the grill of the pickup, but didn't think anything of it at the time.
It didn't seem to be very, very official. I'd never seen a police vehicle that was a gray Chevrolet truck.
The Kings say they thought they finally lost him, got home, backed into their garage, and immediately called 911.
He just told me to just go inside the house, go into the closet, and talk to the 911 operator.
A few minutes later, the same man in that same pickup pulled up in front of their house. King says he watched on his live camera system as the man pulled something out of the back.
Check this out. It's going to show the cop getting shot.
The man approached the house and knocked loudly.
I've never been so scared in my life. I really felt as if he were there to harm my wife and I.
Watch this.
And I yelled, "Please go away. We've called 911.
The camera captures what happened next. King says he shot through the door. The man was hit in the shoulder and ran. Fort Worth police the door.
I don't know why this keeps stopping.
The camera
Watch this.
captures what happened next. King says he shot through the door.
Watch this part of the door right here. You can see the result of the bullet going through this part of the door right here. Watch.
The man was hit.
See that? See that little mark right there? That's the bullet going through the door and hitting him in his right shoulder.
Hit in the shoulder and ran. Fort Worth police quickly arrived and took King and his wife into custody. It was
this thing keeps hanging up. This thing keeps hanging up.
Next, King says he shot through the door. The man was hit in the shoulder and ran. Fort Worth police quickly arrived and took King and his wife into custody. It was then handcuffed in the back of a squad car. King says he was shocked to learn the truth.
He told me, "You've shot a state trooper." And my response was, "How?"
The trooper, later identified as William Wallace,
William
was a special
Wallace.
agent assigned to criminal investigations and worked in plain clothes.
There was no identification whatsoever. There was no vest. There was no badge. Just a brown shirt and jeans.
Brown
Doorbell
shirt.
video
How
shows Wallace
convenient.
shouted police when he knocked on the door. King says he never heard that. King was never arrested, but worried he would be any day.
We were planning practically for me going to prison and
bet.
what it would do to our lives.
Then, about 2 weeks ago, a grand jury heard his case and declined to charge him with a single crime.
The most relief I've ever felt in my entire life.
The Kings spoke to us with their lawyer, Robert Hoosman, by their side. Now, they say, they just want to get on with their lives.
Yes, I do want to forget about it, but every time someone asks me, I don't like, because it's stuck in my head. I'm so confused.
I wish it never would have happened.
King has a clean criminal record. If he had only known it was a police officer in that pickup, he says he would have simply pulled over right away, avoiding the entire ordeal. We reached out to the Texas Department of Public Safety this morning asking about the trooper's status and whether he's facing any discipline. This evening, DPS told us it's working on a response but hasn't provided it yet. We'll let you know what they say when we get it. We also filed an open records request for a copy of the Texas Rangers.
Open records request. Watch how Mickey Mouse this is.
Investigation of the shooting. This is it. It's almost entirely blacked out. DPS claims.
So much for transparency there, troopers. Police station. Redacted, redacted, redacted. Oh, but we're just public servants. Everything we do is completely transparent. Yeah, right. Open records request. What a frickin' joke. And I bet that body cam video that he probably has from his, whatever that looked like a high dollar truck. If that was like a government issue truck, it probably had a dash cam rolling.
Case is still under investigation even after the grand jury declined to charge King with any crime.
Of course, and they're going to protect their own because that's what the Fraternal Order of Police does. It's just disgusting, man, no matter how you look at it.
Hey guys, we know with the way things have been going, it can get really interesting really quick. So make sure you and your family have a long-term storable food supply. Support the channel and get $50 off with my link in the description while you still can. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel, one of the best things you can do is like and share this video with everybody you know, everywhere you can on social media. If you want to support further, the Patreon, Bitcoin, and Subscribe Star links are in the description in the pinned comment. And if you want to support further, you can grab a hard-hitting, conversation-starting shirt from the shirt store. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored Shadow Ban video.